In today's video, we're going to be doing something slightly different. Today, we're going to delve into the top 10 most unusual and rare diseases in the world.
Number 10. Taught Delusion. When we think of zombies, we think of CGI characters in movies. But those afflicted with Cotard's delusion, also known as Cotard syndrome and Walking Dead syndrome, believe that they are actually dead, putrefying or missing vital organs and blood. People afflicted with this rare mental disorder firmly believe they are dead and so avoid basic functions, such as eating or bathing, in belief that it'll damage them and therefore they can also pass away from starvation. Research indicates that this condition is caused by problems in areas of the brain which recognize emotions. This causes a feeling of detachment and makes the sufferers feel their body is not their own. Thankfully, pharmacological treatments have been successful, such as therapy with antidepressants and mood stabilizers.
Number 9. Aquagenic Urticaria. Water is something encountered frequently in our daily lives, such as in our drinks, baths, and even outside in the rain. People suffering from aquagenic urticaria are allergic to water, and contact with it causes itchy hives to develop rapidly on the contacted part of the skin. Causes are unknown, but some theories are that another substance in the water is the allergen and not water itself, and some suggest that there's an interaction between water and a substance on the sufferer's skin, which creates an allergen, which triggers hives. Sufferers cope by covering their body with topic creams, and UV therapy has been reported to cure symptoms in some cases.
Number 8. Foreign accent syndrome. We have all heard foreign accents and have been amused at some or even been attracted to them. Sufferers of foreign accent syndrome wake up and start speaking with foreign accents despite never learning it from its original location. The condition is usually caused by a stroke or head trauma in most cases, and not much is known since there are only 62 recorded cases. Luckily, it is only a temporary disorder which goes away after the temporary stage of recovery.
Number 7. Fibro dysplasia ossificans progressive. Also referred to as FOP, it is a strange genetic disorder where a person's skeletal muscle and connective tissue, such as the tendons and ligaments, are slowly replaced by bone after injury. As the sufferer grows older, the disease can often cause joints and muscle to stiffen up and fuse together. FOP is thought to be caused by a mutation in the ACVR1 gene and occurs in around 1 in 1,600,000 newborns.
Number 6. Premanned syndrome. On the subject of diseases that cause startling body transformations, this disease causes warts to grow on a patient's skin, akin to tree bark, due to a very rare genetic mutation. Sufferers are highly susceptible to human papillomaviruses, and these HPV infections cause these bark-like growths to form on the hands and feet. Currently, there is no cure for this condition, but surgery is a temporary measure to remove the tree-like growths from the body, which will eventually reform anyway.
Number 5. Pico syndrome. A lot of us might occasionally chew on the end of a pencil or have eaten paper for a dare when younger, but people with Pico syndrome feel stronger cravings for inedible or unappetizing substances such as paint, dirt soap, or raw products like rice or flour. To be officially diagnosed with Pico, These symptoms must continue for over a month. This condition is most common in pregnant women or children. There is no evidence for a cause, but experts suspect it might be caused by a mineral deficiency. And for this condition, there is also currently no cure.
Number 4. Alice in Wonderland syndrome. If you have read Lewis Carroll's most famous book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, some of you might recount a cake which, when consumed, causes Alice to shrink. People with Alice in Wonderland syndrome feel like they are shrinking or expanding and often misunderstand an object's size. Scientific research indicates that this condition is related to migraine headaches. Carroll was known to suffer from migraines, and so some believe he had this condition and that it inspired the shrinking cake in his book.
Number 3, electromagnetic hypersensitivity. Electromagnetic waves are all around us, being emitted from technology such as our phones to the Wi-Fi router located in your house, and most of us are unaware of it. Peter. Number 3, electromagnetic hypersensitivity. Electromagnetic waves are all around us, being emitted from technology such as our phones to the Wi-Fi router located in your house, and most of us are unaware of it. However, people with EM hypersensitivity can suffer headaches or rashes near these kinds of technology. This condition is very controversial, so was not officially recognized by the World Health Organization until 2004. Even now, there is no evidence that the electromagnetic fields can cause these reactions the sufferers experience, and the true cause for the side effects has not been discovered.
Number 2. Fatal familial insomnia. Sleep is a crucial part of our daily lives, and a large portion of our life is spent sleeping. Since it is such a natural thing, we often take it for granted. Fatal familial insomnia is a very rare inherited genetic mutation which makes the sufferer unable to fall asleep. The symptoms of this horrible condition are initially insomnia, but this develops further into anxiety, dementia, and hallucinations. Most sufferers sadly pass away after a year or more without sleep. Therefore, this condition is also very, very deadly.
And finally, number 1, mirror touch synthesia. Compassion and empathy can often cause us to cry when we see someone else's tears. Mirror neurons in our brains are what makes this happen. People with mirror touch synthesia can literally feel other people's pain or feel like they are being touched if the person they are watching is. This unusual condition is thought caused by faulty mirror neurons, which are overactive, causing these extreme responses.
Today, we have introduced several horrifying and strange conditions and diseases. However, during these hard times in a global pandemic, loneliness is the most widespread disease that should be tackled. We would like to leave you with a quote from Mother Teresa to inspire you to spend time with those lonely during the pandemic. The biggest disease today is not leprosy or tuberculosis, but rather the feeling of being unwanted.
Thank you for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as we will be posting more videos in the future. We also have an Instagram and Twitter page, so make sure to follow them as we will be posting content on there in the future as well. Thank you for watching.